Good evening and welcome to Poker on Air, Rubber City Poker. Our game tonight is a $1, $2 no limit Hold'em Texas Hold'em game, and the buy-ins are $100 to $300. I'm Paul Boston. Joining me is Trevor Greenwald.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our on-air poker site where we show every hand of every pot, and so you can play along at home and be a part of the action. We're so excited to show off our new digs. There's been a lot of hard work behind the scenes to get this place as ready as possible. So we're going to send it on the table here and introduce the players. Our first player is Annette. Annette bought in for $200. Sitting next to her is Mike. Mike bought in for $160. Next to him in the sunglasses would be Darren. Darren bought in for $200 tonight. On his left is Tammy. Tammy bought in for $150. Next to her is Maverick. He bought it for $300 with a stellar hat. Next to him is Rudy. Rudy bought it for $160 tonight. On his left is Brad. Brad's looking good tonight. He bought it for $200. And sitting next to Brad would be Pete. And Pete bought it for $300.
All right, let's shuffle up and deal. All right, tonight's game is brought to you by High Voltage Karting, Ohio's only extreme go-karting experience. You can visit their website at highvoltagekarting.com.
I've been to this place. They haven't opened yet, but I have seen these carts, and let me tell you, they just look fast.
All right, here we go.
You got that right. That is a sexy mustache. Thank you for pointing it out, Rusty.
Which one?
Or Mr. Mother Banger. I'm not even sure if I can say it on air, but hey, I just did.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mother Banger.
It has like the most PG way to say mother fluffer, so kudos to you.
All right, we're dealing cards here. Let's see if we've got it worked out now.
Mr. Mother Lover wants an all-in fest, but what's the fun in that? It'll be over in 5 minutes.
Rick with Ace Jack.
Solid starting hand, especially in position. So he had Ace Jack. He shows Ace Jack, so we know that everything is working now. So
right.
That is awesome.
And it was just a raise and take it there.
Raise and take it. We don't want any of those though. We want to see.
We want to see some action.
Raises, 3 bets, 4 bets, all that good stuff. Thank you, Director Bobby. That pot was $11, Rusty. Appreciate it, Rusty. I think it's pretty impressive myself. I played on it on last Monday, actually.
I'm sorry, I'll get it here.
Not a whole lot going on here.
Queen 9 looks cute. King Jack off.
Raise it up, 7.
Tammy raises to 7. Rick calls with Jack 8. Rudy folds, Brad folds, Pete folds.
Making much more sense now that our hands were incorrectly reading earlier.
I was going to say a jack on the flop here would be kind of fun.
This would get interesting.
Tammy with the continuation bet.
Very, very small c-bet.
Yeah. I'm going to say probably going to get called, yeah.
I would actually call that a dinky bet. Let's see if she keeps blasting away here.
I was going to say this one might still pretty
she bet
small.
$7?
Yeah, still really
Rick
small.
has to think something's up here. Let's see if he puts in a nice little raise.
Yeah.
There it is.
Raised to 21. That's a good bet. Her bet sizing there was just way off.
Yeah, it was kind of like screaming like, I don't have anything. It was just please fold. But when you're betting $7 into like 30, I mean, how much fun is that really going to be?
If you're going to bet like that, you got to make it believable. And with that raise, Rick takes it down.
This game is actually it's located in Akron, Ohio. For those asking in the chat.
Beautiful downtown Akron, Ohio.
There's someone famous from here, isn't there?
I think there might be a basketball player from Akron.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone in chat can help us out.
All right, we got a few different hands here. Ace-6 suited, 7-9 suited.
The Dempsey, the Ace-9.
The Dempsey.
Well, no, they were having an hour at high game.
I'd like to thank Mr. Motherbanger for following us. Really do appreciate that. See that? Look at that beautiful shot on the screen. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah, the table uses a RFID poker or chip software. So each of the cards actually has a microchip in it, and underneath the table there are little sensors that reads the microchip, sends it back to the computer, and posts it on the screen so we can see what everybody has. So there's no cameras involved. It's all technology based.
Annette flops top pair here, and Rudy flops second.
Let's see if Rudy gets sticky. They go check or did bet call?
There was a bet call. I think Rudy may even have made the bet. Rudy bet again.
Rudy didn't come here to suck his thumb. He's out here playing some poker. That's a weird analogy, I know. You can look at me if you wanted to look at me sideways. That's fine. I get it.
I don't think Rudy can bet enough here to get her off. Because anything but ace, queen, and ace is probably going to chop here.
He doesn't want her to. He's got 3 7s now. He's
Oh, I didn't even
life.
see that. That's a great river card for him.
It's basically the best.
Is she going to raise?
No, she's
just a call.
flatting.
And Rudy takes it down with the 3 7s.
Mike looks on in disbelief. And Rudy's going to scoop a nice sized pot here.
Tell you what, we appreciate the followers on Twitch, but tonight we're going to run a little bonus. Any subscribers we get, we're going to pick one at random for the night, and you'll get a free Poker on Air hat.
Look at that beautiful hat. You can have one just like my friend Paul here. Just the mustache does not come with it, though. However, you have to grow your own mustache, man or woman. Some women have the ability. Obviously, I have the ability. Ding. So yeah, subscribe. Please subscribe. We love to have you on our team, and so you can follow along. We'll be here every Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Varying stakes, possibly varying games. Might do some sit and goes every now and again, to keep it fresh and see whatever our audience wants.
For those of you that don't know, a sit and go is a one-table tournament with a fixed buy-in.
You know what else you can sit and go with? One of those crazy go-karts over in Medina.
Oh, absolutely.
High voltage karting. You sit in there and you will really go. Let's see if Brad gets sticky with the A7 here.
Brad raised to 8 with the A7.
So he's the reverse of sticky. He's the aggressive. He's like throwing his stickiness at somebody else.
Mike called with 5s.
I have a weird feeling a 5's coming.
Tammy called with Jack 10.
Jack 10. Tricky hand.
Rudy called with Ace 5. Brad flops top pair. Rudy has a straight draw. Gutter ball, straight draw. Brad bets a 16 with his top pair.
I mean, that's pretty,
Darren also has top pair.
Yeah, that's pretty.
With a king kicker.
I don't think Darren still has his cards. I think Darren's cards are. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, he's got cards.
I got lost in the nice watch he was wearing. Got distracted by it.
Well, Mike raised to 46 with his pocket fives.
See, Mike is we watched him play before. He plays more mixed games. He's a big Omaha player. A game that they named Baw, which is a crazy split game that has tons of action. But yeah, so he's more used to pushing more semi-bluff type situations. But in this instance, he just is up against
Yeah, he's never
basically the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring on sticky rice. Come on over. Come on down to Akron, Ohio. We got a seat open for whenever you need it, buddy.
7.
All right, it didn't show the river there, but it went check on the river after the $50 turn bet. It was a 2 on the river.
Quack.
That's I would have not have left.
Up to 28 viewers.
I'm
A new
really,
high for us.
I'm really surprised Bradley just didn't put him all in there. There wasn't that. He didn't have that much back.
Up to 33 now. This is getting pretty exciting. Let's get to 1,000.
No.
We're halfway there. We'll just run it up, to quote my boy Jason Somerville.
Nice pot there for Brad.
Darren with the fancy shades. The ace-10 makes it 11.
Rick calls with 3-5 offsuit.
I don't know if it's his favorite hand or something.
I think from what I've seen of Rick, just about every hand's Rick's favorite hand.
Is that what it is? He's not all that particular.
Yeah, he does like to play a lot of pots.
So this is a pretty fun hand. Obviously, Darren flops top pair, but Rick flops second pair with the gutter ball.
And Mike flops bottom pair with the gutter ball.
I'm gonna work on trying to pronounce this guy's name. Rusenbox Gaming. Hey man, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Same to you, JMRD27
All right, we got
and Vasatex. Oh, you guys are the best. Appreciate it, guys.
went check on the turn, a king on the river. And
Darren, I got to root for Darren this hand because he brought me some M&Ms when he got here. Ooh.
Well, I think
I
Rick,
think-
he knew that was his only chance
Yeah,
of winning.
I think Rick thought he had an opening there, and he just let it rip at the.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, his pair is irrelevant. He was just trying to get Darren
Yeah.
off the hand.
The only way he could win was to bet. There's a little updated chip count for you. Brad and Pete leading the way, followed by Rudy, Rick, Darren, Tammy, Annette, and Mike there. He's not got a whole lot left.
Mike's got a little Bon Jovi action going right now. He's just kind of living on a prayer. You know, he's hoping to double up a couple times before reloading, maybe. Sometimes it's fun to play short, though. You know.
It makes it real easy to play.
Yeah, I mean, there's two options.
I'm always a big fan of reloading myself.
Oh,
If
yeah,
I get that big hand, I want to get the max profit for it.
Absolutely.
Seven. It's not going anywhere. I did flip it. Thought I would wear power red for the hand. Brad wears a jacket though.
All right, folks, we're gonna play this hand blind. So let's try to get some ideas. What's everyone playing with this hand? See if we can rock that overhead shot and see what this flop is.
8, 8, 10, 2 clubs.
All right.
I think we had We had a small pre-flop raise. All right, now we got him back. Tammy flops the 10.
I think it's one of those things you have to just like click your heels 3 times and say there's no place like home, then the cards come back. I have a feeling one of these guys is probably wearing ruby slippers.
I think it's down to Pete and Tammy. Pete bet 30 on the flop and Tammy called.
Bradley looks on and
If we can get an
Curious.
overhead shot again. All right, a 9 of clubs.
well, Tammy makes 2 pair here, but I don't think she's too thrilled about it because there are a lot of draws that got there.
Pete has the straight.
Yeah, probably. I want to get a better. I need to get somewhere near it.
Do we know how much you bet, or did it go check check?
I believe it went check check on the river.
Okay.
And the turn.
We are playing $1, $2, $100 min, 300 max. We were playing Akron, Ohio for the chat. Hey guys. Hello chat room. All of our viewers on Twitch and all of our other places. You can watch us on pokeronair.com, or a lot of you guys that are talking to me right now watching on Twitch. So whatever's more convenient for you guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
All right, here we go. We got a couple king queens here, an ace jack. Not sure what Pete had there. For some reason, his cards are not
dealt faceless cards.
His cards are not showing up for some reason.
Raise it up. 12.
All right, somebody's raised here. Let's see who it is. Rudy raised to 12 with king queen suited. Brad calls with king queen off, and Darren calls with ace jack.
Okay.
All reasonable hands.
So far in the chat, Mr. Motherbanger's been one of my favorites. He's really coming strong.
I like the name.
He's coming strong in the chat.
25.
I have a feeling Rudy's can get this through here.
Yeah, Rudy with the C bet here.
I think Darren plays pretty snug. If he flops air like this, I don't see he doesn't usually continue in these kind of places.
And you are right. He takes it down. That's the power of the C bet, because it's so hard to make a pair in this game.
I haven't made a pair in like 2 or 3 months. It's hard. It's hard out there in them cash game streets. I challenge our chatters on Twitch right now to find 3 more people, 3 more friends of yours. Get them in here. Have them watch. Get in the chat room. Let's have some fun.
Anybody you know that likes to watch poker or play poker, let them know.
I'll do my best to try and make you giggle or, appreciate what we're doing down here.
I know I'm always looking for a poker show to watch.
He's wearing glasses. They are corrective lenses, I believe. They're just really, really cool looking.
They don't make new ones anymore. Dan doesn't even have kids and he watches like card.
All right, Rick raised to 8. Pete called. Oh, Rick with the nut flush draw. Pete with the top pair.
I mean, these are two people that could actually see a big pot.
And Rick's got the nut flush.
At least Pete doesn't have to recheck his cards. He knows he's got jack of hearts.
Who has kids?
Yeah, I think Pete's gonna let this go.
But at the same time, I think he knows that of all people that would bluff in this spot, Rick definitely has that ability.
No, anybody else wouldn't know.
I think Rick would have rather seen that on the river. So there's one more street of betting.
I think Pete's disciplined enough to not not take that into consideration too much when that kind of hand, because any heart beats him.
Yeah, I think Pete is probably going to look to get his money from other people outside of Rick. I think he knows Rick's a fairly strong player, and I think he knows that there might be some easier pots where when you're holding something so weak as just one pair on a 4 flush board, you can just wait for a better spot.
Sure, Dan, let's have one.
We just hit 40 viewers.
40, all right.
Here all week.
Okay, guys, looks like we are doing our Sweet in the Pot hand, brought to you by Notably Sweet. And they donated some chocolate-covered Oreos for tonight's game. Handmade. They are delicious. And so whoever wins this pot is going to be one lucky man or woman, and they're going to take home a tasty little treat.
Check them out at notablysweet.com for all kinds of homemade candies and chocolates. Oh, wow.
There I am.
We got aces and queens in this hand.
And 8s. And don't forget, 6-9 offsuit. But it's gone now.
Tammy raised to 17 with her queens, and Rick makes it 34.
How do we put cookies out and lose a viewer? That doesn't make any sense to me.
All in. And a call.
Oh, we got an all-in and a call. Snap-a-roni.
Tammy all in for 160 something.
No, it'd been better.
Well, I guess it's not going to be very painful. It just kind of ended it.
There's our first big pot of the night. It's a $343 pot.
Take my 200 free buy.
I'll give you
One of those or all those?
I don't know what that meant.
Let's see if she reloads or if we have a new player coming to town.
We do have an alternate standing by
And you're welcome to
in case
share.
somebody busts out and doesn't reload.
I just want one. I'll take one. Who wants the rest?
I'll take one.
Throw one down this way.
Oh, boy, thank you, Rick.
Oh, look at that. Maverick sharing his treat.
Oh, what a guy.
Most expensive
They're from
sweet Danny ever
Notably
had.
Sweet. Becky Dunleavy certified chocolatier.
Look at that, a little commercial for us.
Oh, wait, is the camera on? Notably sweet.
Well done, Maverick.
We don't even have to do the plug. I like that.
Thanks, Tammy.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, guys. For our first broadcast, playing on Twitch right now, I am having a great time.
This is fun. I'm enjoying myself.
These guys in the chat room are cracking me up, and I'm just glad that I can
Are we on break?
offer some of my opinions of how the game is going for all you listeners out there and all you viewers.
You had a good hand.
Yeah, not against
Yeah, cooler hand. That's all.
Okay, we're going to be going on break here.
Not bad.
So we're going to take a quick 10-minute break here. We're going to have a word from our sponsors. And some of you might have seen it before, but we're going to show you some of our yoga videos. Things you can do before session, after session to kind of help relieve some of that body tension, help you with your stamina, and make you have much longer nights at the table. Have a longer grind session. So we're going to step away for about 10 minutes, and we'll see you on the other side.
Welcome to our poker fitness session number 1. Our poker yoga fitness sessions will share the benefits of yoga to your body, your mind, and ultimately your poker game. When we practice asanas or poses, one's attention moves inward, focused to the present moment, strengthening and calming the body and the mind. Yoga's philosophy teaches us to approach all situations mindfully, without emotion, reaction, and attachment to an end result. You will see and feel the benefits of a consistent yoga practice to your table presence, action, and stamina. Everything about practicing yoga involves intention. When you are mindful and deliberate in your yoga practice, you create the opportunity to become more mindful and deliberate in all aspects of your life. So let's begin. We're going to begin with poses that focus on the shoulders, and that will open up and stretch the entire body, giving you your first set of poses to support long hours of live play at the table or even just the internet. This is a great sequence to start or end your day with. Use it as a daily check-in. Your practice goal is to do this every day, 1 to 2 minutes per pose, and up to 5 minutes per pose. My favorite phone app that I love to use is called Insight Timer. It can be used to time your yoga poses, or you can even use it for your meditation. So check it out. The first pose we're going to do is child's pose. This is my friend Paul. And Paul's been doing yoga for a few years, but what's exciting about having Paul with us here today is that Paul's also a poker player. And he'll be able to speak to you about the benefits of his yoga practice to his poker game. So to begin in child's pose, we're going to do 3 different versions that you'll be able to utilize depending on your flexibility. And we'll demonstrate all 3. So the first one, Paul, let's just bring our knees together. So turn this way on the mat and bring your knees together. Then just let your feet gently fall back. Okay, and then just sit back over your hips gently. Now, bring your hands forward as you're getting into child's pose. Stretching the fingertips out wide so you're bringing the energy in, and let the head fall and drop. Bring breathing space into the back body and relaxing in. This is a pose of integration. It's one that we start our practice with so that we come here present on the mat. It's also one that is rejuvenating. It's also very healing. So the second version is going to open up the hips and the shoulders a little bit more. So Paul, come up to all fours. Just bring the knees to the hips, to the width of the mat, thank you. Bring your big toes to touch behind you. This is going to open up the hips. And sit back over your heels. And then gently reach the fingertips forward. How does that feel? Awesome. So again, this is a pose that heals and rejuvenates. Now the third version we're going to do is a modified version with a bolster and a blanket. So Paul, come on up to all fours. And you can use, we have a bolster here, but you can just use a regular pillow of any sort, of any size, just stack it up. And even multiple blankets are also good supports. Because basically what this is going to do is to support the body if you're really tight and you have a hard time bending over the legs to get open into the shoulders and into the child's pose. This is going to be the support. So we just tuck this back in here. And sit back on your heels first. There we go. And bring that to your low belly. And then just fall down onto the support. You can even turn your head to the side. Well, yeah, that feels awesome. And you can see how relaxed his body is. So it's up to you, whatever your body needs. Maybe some days you might do a modified version with a bolster or blankets underneath you, and maybe other days that you don't. But this is child's pose. We hope you enjoy learning this very simple pose, but stay tuned, because during our next break, we'll continue with session 1 and show you more poses that will strengthen and help your game.
Hi, I'm Jay Rosencrantz. Join me March 10th for a live interview with Trevor and Dan at pokeronair.com.